What's going on, everybody? It's week 2 of Chips and Slips. I think Carlos last week, he's sitting at a 7-3 or 7-4 record. I'm sitting at like 6 and I think
I lost the Miami one.
Yeah, so I think that brought you down to 6-3. Let me double check real quick. Hold on, folks. So Carlos is sitting at Carlos is 6-4, and then I'm 5-5. But we both had TCU, so that brought me to 6-5, and I brought Carlos to 7-4. So that's the overall records right now. We'll keep track. We'll keep tabs. But this is week 2 of Chips and Slips. This episode is brought to you by Novig. Today's episode is going to be a banger. The sports betting app built for smarter, sharper wagers. If you're ready to take your sports betting game to the next level, download Novig today. And for all first-time users, use the code OPM at sign-out to get 10% off your first deposit, up to $100. That's code OPM. Bet smarter with Novig. So, Carlos, we got a kind of a slate after last week. It's not as loaded as last week, but, I got a big-time matchup, which we'll get to last. But we wanted to start it off, as always, going from the earlier games to the later games in the day. So, first game on the docket, we got Illinois at Duke. Carlos, who you got?
Give me. I want to go with the upset, man. I really do. I just don't know if Duke has enough to be able to stop them. I feel like if Manny Diaz was, that great, he wouldn't be bouncing around from school to school. I feel like I see him at a new school every year or two. He's in the ACC, so that helps him out a little. But I think I'm going to go with Illinois.
All right.
And I think I'm going to go Luke Altmaier 1.5 TDs.
Luke Altmaier, 1.5 TDs. Hey, I'm going to go with the Duke Blue Devils. I like Darian Mensah. I think this is a team that is going to be, I was high on Duke early in the offseason, and I like them in this spot. And I also am going to go with Darian Mensah over 1.5 TDs. I think it's going to be a good game, man. I really do. Excited to see how it plays out. I think the spread right now is 2.5 or something like that for Illinois. So it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a close competitive game, but, I'm excited to see just kind of what it looks like on Saturday. Next game, Iowa State. I'm going to go with the Cyclones.
I'm as well going with the Cyclones. I think they just have too much firepower for them. The defense can only do so much, as we saw with Texas on Saturday. If you can't score points, you're not going to win any games. I think Iowa State will be able to drive the ball down the field a few times. I think with this, I'm also going to go Mark Gronkowski under 136.5. He just has to show me, man.
Yeah, hey, I love it. I love the pick. That's sharp. We'll just see. It's kind of a scary play. If they get some explosives, they might be able to do something with them, but we'll just have to see. But I like that. Me and Carlos, gotta just see. We gotta just see about what Iowa's talking about. And Iowa State, they do seem to have more weapons and be battle tested. Now we got the Baylor Bears versus the SMU Mustangs. Carlos, who you got?
Man, I think this one's going to be a banger. This might be like the second or third best matchup this weekend as far as the marquee matchups go. I do want to pick SMU. I do. But I think the Baylor just has to respond after last week, and I think they have some great plays on offense. I don't think SMU can go toe-to-toe with them offensively, just to be able to keep scoring like Baylor will score. So I am going to go Baylor with the dub, and I'm also going to go they don't even have them on here, so we can go touchdown. I'll do it. Trig touchdown. I'm also going to go with Baylor. I think they do bounce back here. I'm not too sure if SMU has the personnel to do what Auburn did to Baylor.
And I think this is just such a massive game for the Bears, and I think they just have to get this one. So I'm rocking with Baylor as well. And take the over. I think it's going to be a little shootout. I don't really know how
I mean,
good the
it's over. It
defenses are
was
going
at
to be.
last time I saw it was at 60.5. So
Yeah. So,
kind
hey,
of a
I
lot.
mean, a lot of points on the board. I think there's going to be a lot of throwing in this game. Next game, Ole Miss, Kentucky. I got to go Ole Miss. I don't think Kentucky has the personnel, and I also think the revenge factor is going to be huge here for Ole Miss. So I like Ole Miss in this spot. I really like them to cover as well, 9.5. I think the line's kind of been moving a little bit, 9.5, 10. But I kind of like Ole Miss to go in there, make a statement. I think they're going to have more offensive firepower than Kentucky. And, I think it's tight early, but I think Ole Miss finds ways to make some plays in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm going Ole Miss as well. Like I said, and 54 yards. I think this is a great game to get your young QB on the road in some away game environments. Not too hostile, just right. And I think Ole Miss wins this game. And I don't think it's going to be close, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a little bit of blowout. I'm going to go DeJon Stribling over on receiving yards at 44.5.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Next game, Border War. First time they're playing this rivalry in a long, long, long time. I can't stand Missouri. You guys know I'm one of their
That boy
haters,
got your
man. That's
number,
my
man.
op,
Hey,
man.
man. Hey.
They're my ops, bro.
Eli's better than BV, man.
Nah. If he was so better, he wouldn't be talking about Bob
Most
Stoops, the
recent,
coach that
man.
was
Most
completely
recent,
irrelevant.
man.
But, man, I think it's going to be a good game. I really do. I like Kansas in this game. Money line straight up. And give me Jalen Daniels over passing and rushing yards. I think he's going to have to put on. I think that's going to be the only way they can get it done. And I think they're going to rely on him and lean on him.
Yeah, I'm going right there with you, Kansas. I think as long as he's healthy, they just have too much firepower. He's that great of a quarterback and a college player as well. So I'm going Kansas money line. I don't know what the spread is on this game, but I might take them spread too, depending on what it's at. If it's like 6.5, 7, I'll probably take Kansas. Anywhere
It's
from
6.5.
Yep. See, right on the money. Look at me.
Yeah.
6.5. I'm probably going to take Kansas, and I'm also going to tell you on that passing, rushing. I think he has to be a big, big factor for them.
I like it. Next game, we can kind of just briefly talk about this one. Oklahoma State, Oregon. I think Oregon is going to blow them out. I don't think it's going to be close. Oklahoma State's quarterback is going to be out for the next 5 weeks. His game's in Eugene. Tough to play in Autzen Stadium. And there's been some chirping going between both coaches. So you know that Dan Lanning is one of the best motivators in the sport. He's going to have his team fired up for this football game. And I like Oregon to win and cover 28.5. I think they beat them by 30 points. I think Dante Moore has his coming out party. I don't think this game's close at all.
Yeah, I don't think this game is close either. I also got Oregon, and I will also get picking Oregon to cover. It won't be pretty. I don't even think it's worth it to even have player props on this one.
No. Because you don't know what's going to happen because there's not even going to be competitive. We got South Florida at Florida. Carlos, who you got?
Oh, man. It's going to be a fun game, I'm a big underdog guy, so my heart wants me to go South Florida. But I think Florida just has too much firepower, man. This is a really good Florida team, completely different from last year. They won 6 games at the very end to, make a bowl game and eventually win the bowl game. I think there's just a lot of excitement around this team, and it's tough to play in the swamp, especially with the team that you have. I don't want to talk down on South Florida just because they did beat a top 25 team recently, but there's just levels to this, man. And I think this year this Florida team is just on a different level, and this is a team that can make the playoffs. So I'm gonna go Florida. I'm gonna go. I kind of want to go. Man, I want to pick under
On the score?
no on Byron Brown's rushing yards, because in Prize Picks in college, sacks play a factor.
Yeah. Well, right now they don't even have that. This is all goblins and a
Yeah,
demon.
so there you go. I'm probably just gonna stay away from that then. But if you can get his rush yards under, I'm probably gonna take that just because of the sacks alone.
Yeah, I like that. I like your pick. I think Florida's just too much, man. I think they're going to just be a better team. It'll be a physical game. I do kind of like South Florida's spread, though, 18 and a half. I think that's like a lot of points. I don't know
I
if
do like
Florida.
that actually.
Yeah, I don't know if Florida's going to be able to beat them by 20. I could see them beating them by 2 scores, but I don't know about close to 20. So I like that. And then I also like Byron Brown, one rushing touchdown. I think he finds a way to get in the end zone with his legs at least once. So if it's the demon right now on Prize Picks. You want to throw that in your slip, if you need something to kind of boost that multiplier. I like that as well. Next game, Arizona State going to Stark Vegas, playing Mississippi State, the fighting Jeff Lebby's. This game is a little tricky. I'm not going to lie. But I think in this one, I got to just lean Arizona State. I just think from a coaching standpoint and then also just from a player standpoint, they got Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson. I just think those two will be enough just to kind of slightly edge Mississippi State. I do think it's going to be a close game, very tight game from start to finish, but I do think Arizona State finds a way on the road to get it done. Haven't looked at any player props, but as I look into those, Carlos, who do you got?
I am actually going to go the underdog on this one. They may not win, but they're for sure going to cover. I think this game is going to be a closer game. I think like it's a big game for Jeff Lebby, and if he can win this game, that's a big confidence booster into this team. I know like the last year was a complete rebuild, but they actually have their starting quarterback back this year, and he's someone who's uh, been tested before. So I like to see him come alive in one of these big games and possibly win this game. Hopefully, with me picking them. But yeah, I'm gonna go Mississippi State over Arizona State. Um, Without Cam Scatterbo, they got to show me, man. And I think that was a big part of their offense last year. Um, I do like the running back Booth
Mm-hmm.
over Russian rec yards. He's a big part of that offense.
I like that. Virginia Tech at Vanderbilt, or Vanderbilt at Virginia Tech. Enter Sandman's going to be playing. It's going to be a tough game for the Vanderbilt coming in. Virginia Tech just came off a tough loss against South Carolina, but they're going to be fired up. The fan base should be excited for their first home opener. But Diego Pavia, man, there's something about him that I trust, and I'm going to roll with Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt takes care of business. I think they win this game. I do think it is close. I think it's scary, but I think Vanderbilt just has just enough with Diego Pavia to get it done.
Mm,
And the spread is 1.5.
it's a
It's
pick 'em.
basically a pick 'em. Give me the over, man. Give me the over 47.5. I think both teams are gonna have shown capabilities to pit up some points. So I think that's gonna give me the over.
I'm gonna go with the opposite of you, man. I'm going Virginia Tech, coming off a very close loss to South Carolina, a team that I feel is better than Vanderbilt. I know Vanderbilt is a team that likes to prove people wrong and prove the doubters wrong. But I think they're Virginia Tech can be very confident going to this game. I mean, like I said, they held one of the most explosive players in college football to a minimum. So I do like them here at home. Inter Sandman fans are gonna be going crazy because they still have a chance to win the ACC championship. So
Mm-hmm.
um, back-to-back SEC teams. And if you can take one out of those two, I think that does a lot for your confidence going into conference play as well. Give me um, give me what are their last names? The Green brothers. Give
Mm-hmm.
me their yards on either one. Give me them yards, and then give me the probably rush attempts on the quarterback.
I love it. I love it. And last but not least, the game I've been waiting for. Them OU Sooners, man. That DNA, as we like to say.
Oh my
And
God! Here we
Norman,
go.
6:30 kickoff. Palace at the Prairie. Everybody's gonna be watching. Nation's gonna be watching. It's time to make a statement. All the chirping, all the people talking about Oklahoma isn't this, all the people talking about we're the new Nebraska. It's time to put that money where it's at. It's time to let them know that this is still Oklahoma. This is still a blue blood. This is still the University of Oklahoma. We're playing Michigan. We got Wolverines coming in town. We got Sharon Moore's homecoming. I don't care about none of that. This is the biggest game of Brent's career. He's primed and ready. This defense is loaded. John Mateer looks like an absolute dude. We got weapons. Jim Nagy, all of it. You got me as the official director of fandom, all of it. So, with that being said,
official director of fandom.
I like the Oklahoma Sooners here. I like us. I'm not going to say what the score is. Don't want to do too much jinxing, but I like us here. I think this is a statement game. I think John Mateer has a coming out party. I think Jaden Ott, bringing him back in. I think we run the ball well, and I think we create enough stops. And I think Bryce Underwood turns the ball over a couple times, just being on the road for his first time against a good defense. And give me John Mateer over passing touchdowns. This is 1.5, so I like it. I think he can throw 2.
No, no, man. You might just curse yourselves right there. Just 1.5. Hey. You might have just put that juju out there, man.
I might have, but hey, man.
It's just 1.5.
I gotta say it because you picked. We talked to the Texas game. This is gonna be part of it. I can't run from it. Now I'm not gonna bet no money, but you know what I'm saying.
You've learned your lesson, huh?
Don't bet on my. Yes, I have.
You learned your lesson. See, you can bet on your team. You just have to do the opposite. Might get some reverse psychology in there. I tried to do it for Ohio State, but it didn't work out in my favor. I mean, they did on the money end, but not in the happiness end. But no, we touched on it a lot about Paul's in 54 yards. I think this Oklahoma team just is built well around every aspect of the football. I think you have a great team. I think this game's going to get ugly pretty quick, if I'm being honest. I think Michigan might keep it close within the first quarter, maybe early into the second, but I think mid-second, third, fourth quarter, that's kind of when you'll start pulling away and start putting the game out of reach. I don't think they just have many answers for it. I mean, Bryce can only do so much, as in Bryce Underwood, quarterback for Michigan. He can't do it all. He's not Superman. I don't think they have the personnel yet. They need to match him up with some great wide receivers. Once they do that, I think they will be a team that's going to be scary to play. He has the arm talent. He has the legs. He could do a lot, but I just don't think it'll be enough against this Oklahoma team. Player props. I want to take something on Jaden Ott, but he's not really on there besides the touchdown. I don't think they'll give him goal line carries. I think that's going to be more towards what's the other running back's name? The one you mentioned earlier.
Who? Michigan?
Power back. No, at Oklahoma.
The one that was mad. Javonte Barnes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think more of the goal line carries will go towards him rather than Jaden Ott. But give me, man, I don't even know. Give me under pass and rush yards on Bryce.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, man, I think they're going to try to run the ball. I think they're going to try to control the clock. But I don't know. They feel like they got to do it at quarterback. So maybe they just let them, off the leash.
That's the best thing to do, to be honest with you. Just let him play his game. Let him get comfortable. Let him know
just see what he does. And honestly, it'll be a good learning experience for him because he is good. I think he's going to be really good. I mean, honestly, he's already so much better than what they had last year. So, yeah, man, I'm excited, man. It's a big weekend. Make sure you guys
cover. I'm throwing 100 on Oklahoma -5.
Shit. Okay. Well, shit. Well, hopefully we do, man. Hopefully we do for your sake. But yeah, man, I'm excited about this game. It's a big time matchup in Norman. So hopefully we take care of business like I know we can. And I'm excited, man. I've been keeping up with my team, all off season. I know how big this game is for them. I know the guys know. They don't got to hear. They don't need me or the fans to say it. I know all those people in that locker room know what they got to do this weekend. So we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully we play well and show what we got. We got a tough schedule and this is one we got to have early. So
yes, sir. But I'd love y'all join us on these pick-ons, man. If I believe this video will be out before the game starts, so let us know if you agree with some of ours, you disagree. If people are going to cover the spread or whatnot. But as of right now, it is 7-4. 7-4. Me and you are.
I'm 6-5. You're 7-4.
6-5. 7-4. All right, man. That'll do it for my boys over here at Opinionated. Can I say that? Can I say that on the outro?
at Opinionated Sports or Opinionated Media.
Opinionated
Yeah.
Sports, the OP boys, whatever you want to call us, man. The lucky leprechauns, the casher of the slips, the coin collectors. I can go on and on. That'll do it for your boys, man. Go Cowboys. Tomorrow's a big game.
Hey, tomorrow's a big game. I'm finna put my CD jersey. Jerry Jones documentary got me fired up. How about them Cowboys? I'm ready.
I do want y'all to know that Cam did say this past weekend that he wants to be a Cowboy fan. And
yeah, I've said it before. Yes, I mean, I would like to be a fan.
He emphasized it this past weekend. Yes, and his lovely girlfriend Kat said, "Just come over to the good side, man. Just do it." Just
maybe that's what it takes for them to win. Maybe it's just what it is.
Maybe. So just
it all starts in Philadelphia. Let's take care of business, man. Let's take care of them birds, man.
The Jets, man. We got two players on
chill.
Oklahoma.
I'm a Jets guy through and through. Jets, Jets. I'm a Jets guy through and through.
The Jets ain't got nobody from Oklahoma.
Hey, listen, man.
We got two of them.
They got my nostalgia. Darrell Revis Island.
We got CD, and then we got wasn't it Keegan Murray? No, that's the basketball player.
The linebacker Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray. Yeah.
And and Perrion Winfrey just made the team.
Perrion Winfrey too. Look, that's three.
Yeah. The Cowboys stay with Oklahoma players.
Well, man, right
key.
there. You know what I'm saying?
So.
All right, man. That'll do it for my boys over here. We'll catch y'all guys next time. Peace. Hook 'em.
Boomer.